Hi there, it's Jim Day here. We ended up getting ourselves into a bit of work here. Getting work on busting up a whole bunch of sidewalk here. When I got to thinking, gardening is a whole lot easier, right? And but then that got me thinking, why, if gardening's so much easier, why would you even put concrete down? And well, of course, the answer is because you start with the garden, right? That's where you start, and then you build upon that garden. You build structure, you build permanence and this sort of thing, right? Well, hell, life is such that things change. Even the best of structures, they come down. They gotta move for the next. And our lives, hey, they kind of like that, aren't they? Right? Maybe they shouldn't end. Maybe they should have. Who knows? But sometimes they end, right? And we find ourselves with the task of picking up a sledgehammer and having to bust out the hard work because we laid down concrete, right? Well, hey, here's the good news. As I was getting going, man, I started hitting and I started realizing what kind of job I was getting myself into. And I put a lot of energy into it. But I start realizing once I start making cracks in that sidewalk, right, the pieces start to get easier to come out, right? So they start making cracks and I start pulling pieces out. And then all of a sudden, I'm not using the heavy force so much. Then it's just a matter of time and process. And our lives are the same, friends. You just got to work at it. You're going to make this. Now, you got to be careful, too. Because there's enemies out there, right? Whether that enemy is your own mind working against yourself or, other people's, or some spiritual things or some other nations that whatever, the idea remains the same. That when you do lay foundation, all that really takes is a crack to begin to remove pieces out of that. And the enemies against you, they know that too. Again, whether those are enemies in your mind or they're external enemies, they understand this too. So, grace upon our lives, man, as we tear down the things that the Lord brings before us to remove, and as we rebuild the things the Lord places before us to build.